Hey friends, and welcome to the channel. Today we are talking about big news and theories on Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. In the past few days, we've had some really interesting updates regarding trademarks, and I couldn't wait to share them with you. If you've been following the channel, you know that in the past few days, we noticed that some trademarks had been approved for publication by the Trademark Office, and that alone was already a very important clue about the future of the game. But now things get even more interesting because there are further updates connected to these names. And let's not forget that among these names is also Lily Lovebraids, the new character we first saw at the beginning of December in the first official Chapter 5 trailer. In this video, I'll show you the clips and screenshots that reveal all these updates so you can see the evidence and confirmations with your own eyes. Then, in the second part of the video, we'll discuss together what these updates really mean and what possible connections we can make with the story, the characters, and the developers' next moves. So, if you're a Poppy Playtime fan and want to stay always updated on the most interesting news and theories, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. And also turn on the bell so you'll be notified every time we post new content about the game. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into the clips of the trademark updates and see together what the world of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 reveals. As you can clearly see, these are still the 5 registered trademarks we talked about a month ago, the ones that had been approved for publication. And now we finally have another very important update, which appears as notification of notice of publication emailed. But what exactly does this update mean? It means that the trademark application has been officially approved for publication, and this is a crucial step in the trademark registration process. This is really great news for all of us fans, because it indicates that the final registration of the trademark is almost at the concluding stage. Of course, there are still some intermediate phases before the registration can be considered fully finalized. But these are only small bureaucratic steps that shouldn't present any surprises. So, if everything goes as planned, these trademarks will become officially registered very soon. Among these trademarks is also Lily Lovebraids, the new character introduced in the cinematic trailer of Chapter 5. However, it's interesting to note that in the trailer, her name is never mentioned. There is no direct reference to this name during the scenes featuring her. Lily's name only emerged thanks to the merchandise dedicated to the character, where the name was clearly indicated. This detail is really important because it allows us to confirm the character's identity and at the same time shows us how the developers are carefully setting the stage for further reveals, connecting the merchandise directly to the game's narrative. 5 names was updated and maybe they are connected. In fact, there are a lot of theories about this, and we will discuss it in the next part of the video. So, let's go on and let's analyze the situation. Another really interesting element we can notice is that All of these names and trademarks are updated practically at the same time, almost as if there is a direct connection between them. This is a detail that should not be underestimated, because it suggests that the developers are carefully planning how to connect the characters and story elements together. The trademarks in question are Lily Lovebraids, Globy, Chum Chompkins, Wrong Side Outimals, and Smiling Critters Survivors. We can try to group them into two main categories. The first category concerns the characters, which are Lily Lovebraids, Globy, and Chum Chompkins. The second category, instead, is that of families, represented by Smiling Critters, Survivors, and Wrong Side Outimals. As for Lily Lovebraids, even though the full design has not been revealed yet and we have only seen details like her legs and her braid, we can still make some guesses. From these few details, we can already tell that she will not be a member of the Smiling Critters Survivors family because she does not have the typical characteristics of this family. This leads us to think that Lily might belong to the Wrong Side Outimals family. As for Globy and Chum Chompkins, at the moment we have no official details about their design or role in the game. However, in my opinion, they could also belong to the Wrong Side Outimals family, and they might be closer to Lily Lovebraids, both in terms of story and narrative connection. Of course, I repeat, this is just my personal theory and interpretation based on the clues available so far. Regarding Smiling Critter Survivors, I do not think there is a direct family connection with Lily, Globy, or Chum Chompkins. However, I think these characters could have a very important role in the plot and story that will be developed in Chapter 5. They could represent an antagonist group, a key narrative element, or even characters that influence the protagonist's choices within the game. So, even though for now we only have pieces of the puzzle, we can already see a clear pattern. Some characters seem to be linked to each other through family dynamics, while other trademarks, like Smiling Critter Survivors, will probably have a more narrative role within the story. All of this allows us to start building more detailed theories about how Chapter 5 will take shape, and shows us that every trademark update is never random, but reflects a very precise plan from the developers. To conclude, we can say that the updates on the registered trademarks finally give us some important confirmations about what to expect in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We have seen that all the trademarks were updated at the same time, with the notice of publication, and this shows us that the final registration is really close. We were also able to confirm the name Lily Lovebraids, thanks to the merchandising, and we started making some guesses about the families and connections between the various characters, like Globy, Chum Chompkins, and the Smiling Critter Survivors. Of course, there are still many unanswered questions and details to discover, but every small update allows us to build stronger theories and understand better the direction the developers are taking with the game. So, if you want to stay always updated on Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, on news, registered trademarks, and the most interesting theories, stay tuned to the channel, because in the next few days, there will be new videos with further updates and in-depth analysis. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you enjoyed it, give it a big like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you soon, bye bye.